Hello, Leo. Thank you so much for joining me today on Fortune's Wheel Tarot. This is going to be a reading for June 2023, or whenever this message finds you. But I did want to take just a moment to thank you for your patience with this break between readings. I have been on a bit of a hiatus, and in my desire to offer valid, in-touch readings, they take a fair amount of energy, and in the process of changing jobs, etc., over the past few weeks, I have not been in a place spiritually, emotionally, where I have been able to do that. So thank you so much for returning and supporting my channel. Now let's see what we have for my lovely Leo friends. As I said, this is for June 2023, or whenever this message finds you. I offer this as always for the highest good to benefit the planet. Release me from any blocks and restrictions. May this serve all who need. Spirit and angel guides, keepers of the divine white light, keepers of the Akashic records, ascended masters. What are the messages for Leo at this time, please? Messages for Leo at this time, please. Thank you. Your first card out is the number 3, Archangel Gabriel. Beautiful. The second card, the 2 of Roses, Winged Messengers. Also beautiful. The third card out for you, the 7 of Scrolls, Intricacies in Industry. Another beautiful card. Working toward big things, Leo. On the bottom of the deck, the King of Keys. That's a card of potentially a masculine figure in your life. Someone who could assist you in business, potentially a new love interest, but also someone who is potentially more interested in the coin than anything else. So something to keep in mind. It could also mean, Leo, that you are assuming a position of power right now, and kudos to you if that's the case. Whether it's you or someone in a position who is near you, you can certainly benefit from the knowledge of the King of Keys in business and finance, and as a pragmatic, solid, stable energy. I'm going to clarify these Akashic Tarot cards with some cards from the Everyday Witch Tarot. Thank you again, Spirit and Angel Guides, for these beautiful messages for Leo. Clarifying the number 3, Archangel Gabriel, we have the Hermit. Beautiful. Clarifying the 2 of Roses, Winged Messengers, the Devil. And clarifying the 7 of Scrolls, Intricacies in Industry, the Ace of Wands. You have a fantastic new idea about something, don't you, Leo? On the bottom of this deck, the 9 of Cups. Wishes granted, wishes fulfilled. That's beautiful. I have been pulling a card from the Shaman's Dream Oracle before continuing at this point in these June readings, Leo. This just feels right to me this go around, so I'm going to do the same for you. Shaman's Dream Oracle message for Leo, please, for this time. The best message for Leo at this time, please. What does Leo need to know? From the Shaman's Dream Oracle. Number 32, Jeweled Web, Connectivity. I am actually going to change up your reading slightly, and I'm going to read this first. Shaman's Dream number 32 reduces to a 5, 3 plus 2. Jeweled web connectivity, no separation, the feeling state. Approaching any oracle requires you to come in with certain expectations. You're either looking for confirmation of what you already know, or attempting to shed light on what eludes you on the obvious path you're on. You're asking whether you will reach a desired goal of some kind. You're rarely able to see beyond memory or projection, and so, naturally, everyone comes to the oracle with a narrow perception of what's possible. Imagine that the answer to your question is not about landing at a particular destination, meeting a goal, connecting to a special lover, reaching an end game, or experiencing anything specific. Instead, you discover a shimmering web of jewels you didn't know existed. The world is interconnected in a living web of energy. It isn't possible to know how any of it works, but know this: what is in your highest good is a sparkling jewel that lights up for you among this web of possibilities. You just need to know how you want to feel and choose this consciously. Take your focus off of getting anywhere. Practice feeling and being in a place where your desired experience has already come to pass. Who will you be when this is true for you? Can you be that now? Feel that now? Practice that. The better you know your path within this web of life, the more it will light up for you. It is celebrating you already. That is absolutely beautiful, Leo. That is absolutely beautiful. I'm going to keep this right here where we can look at it as we move on to these other cards. That's an amazing message for you. There's so much information with these cards, and I truly wish that I could memorize them. The Shaman's Dream Oracle messages are just awesome, and I just find them to be amazing. So basically this card has said, the world is interconnected in a living web of energy, and it's impossible to know how any of it works, but know that what is in your highest good is a sparkling jewel that lights up for you among this web of possibilities. You just need to know how you want to feel and choose this consciously. That is about the power of attraction, Leo, and manifestation at its finest. At its very finest, at its deepest level. Feel how you want to be. Feel your way into being, if that makes sense, and I hope it does. Esther Hicks is coming to mind. Abraham and Esther Hicks. I don't know if you've ever heard of that. There are many videos on YouTube. The Power of the Secret. You have to do the work and put in the effort, but it's also feeling your way into being. However you want your life to be is what you have to imagine it to be, and that you're feeling that way, not just imagining it. You're feeling the joy of it. So thank you for listening to me ramble on for the first 10 minutes. The first card's out for you, the number 3, Major Arcana in the Akashic Tarot, Archangel Gabriel, clarified by the number 9, the Hermit, in the Everyday Witch Tarot. The Archangel Gabriel is a card of divine communication. He's the divine messenger. And you can see the doves of peace that he's carrying in his hands. He has the flute here. There's a symbol for Mercury, I believe, communication. He's got a scroll there. This card is all about what you want to communicate and with whom, and doing so peacefully. And if you're having difficulty in communicating, calling on Archangel Gabriel to come and to give you the courage that you need to communicate. It can be very difficult, Leo. I'm a fire sign as well. I'm an Aries, and peaceful communication at times is a challenge for me. It's it's easier to catch more flies with honey than it is with vinegar. Knowing how to communicate with people and get your point across without the need to be aggressive or controlling is definitely a good thing. So anything that's involving communication for you right now, if that has to do with your job, your relationship, it could also do, with, any kind of teaching, counseling, any kind of communication, mediumship. It's the time for any of these types of endeavors. But just remember at this time the power of your words. So these two cards going together, the Hermit is all about going within, taking time to meditate. Obviously, that's what she's doing. She's spending time alone. And I'm feeling that is what these messages, these cards are signifying together, is that now's the time for you to go within, Leo, and figure out what it is that you want to communicate and with whom, and how you can share that peacefully, potentially. How is it that you can communicate whatever it is that you want to share and do so as peacefully as possible? But it's very important for you to take the time beforehand to be, in solitude, to go within, take a little bit of time to be alone. So the next cards out for you, we have the Two of Roses, and it's clarified by the Devil. The Two of Roses, you can see the white dove of peace carrying a message here. And there's a table that it's difficult to see, but one of the cups is overturned, it's broken. There's also a hawk coming in from this side of the card that is carrying a message as well. And so that could indicate that there is still some type of conflict that is going on or that is on the horizon. It could be forthcoming. And with this Devil card, there's something potentially that is tempting you in some way. Nothing, there are no free rides in this life, is what I'm hearing for some reason. He's holding a bag of money and a cone of ice cream, which is kind of, I don't know. It's a little silly to me, but it's the most basic of, desires. I suppose gluttony and in the, the most basic form. But, we all have to have money to live in this life. We all have to have food to survive. And so there's nothing wrong with enjoying the pleasures of life in moderation. Everything in moderation, including moderation. So I'm at a loss right now for what this Devil could be for some of you, but I'm just getting that there's some form of temptation, obviously, which it's different for us all, Certainly the ice cream cone is the same as gambling for somebody else, or as, drugs or whatever it is. Love, some people are addicted to the idea of love, the feeling of love. They chase what they think is love their whole lives. So, at any rate, I don't know why I felt necessary to go off on that tangent, but the Two of Roses, winged messengers, potentially there could be some type of conflict still tempting you, but the dove of communication ultimately is flying above the hawk in this card, and the sun shining behind the dove indicates a peaceful resolution. Potentially, this could be about a relationship, a family relationship, even. Potentially a peaceful resolution to that. Maybe there's something going on with a relationship in your life that you're tempted to cut the other person down to their level that they deserve. I'm feeling that for some of you, that it would be very easy for you to reduce someone to this volcano in the background here is just, for some reason, you could reduce someone to ashes with just a few words. And it's difficult not to do that at times. But the peaceful way, as difficult as that might be, it's always better for us in the end, karmically, and even in this lifetime, it's better for us physically, mentally. It can be difficult, but it's much easier to say those things in our head maybe and then let it go, and not have to say them to the person necessarily. But again, I'm drawn back to these cards at the beginning about peaceful communication and meditating, taking the time, choosing your words carefully, what you want to communicate and with whom. The final cards out for you, the Seven of Scrolls, intricacies in industry, clarified by the Ace of Wands. I said when I pulled these, you have some type of fascinating idea about something right now. There's something that you want to build, I feel, Leo. Intricacies in industry, you can see this masonry builder. He's all these blocks are just blocks. It takes a lot of time and accuracy to build a grand cathedral that will stand for centuries potentially, and it takes attention to detail and accuracy. And he's holding something in his hand there, which I know is impossible to see, but it's called a plumb bob, and it is an object which oh goodness, I'm fumbling my words now. A builder uses to ensure that a wall is straight and true. If that's a term you've never heard before, a plumb bob. And so that is what this card is indicating right now, is that you should pay strict attention to detail right now in some aspect of some project that you have going on right now, Leo. It could be a project, or maybe it's a future project. Maybe it's something that you haven't started working on. You're just drawing up the plans for something right now in your mind. But at any rate, it's a mason. That's the word that wouldn't come to me, for crying out loud. It's a mason. Someone who works in masonry. So at any rate, this could indicate, at the very basic level, that you're doing renovations or something like that on your home or business. But it also shows that you are working your way to greatness, and you will be successful. But it requires you attending to those details and those particulars. Be specific, in your strategy, and follow through. And being clarified by the Ace of Wands. That's why I said this is an awesome idea that you have, because that's what this Ace of Wands means to me, is you have a new idea of some kind. There is some type of, creativity that is abounding right now. There are musical notes, a paintbrush, there's some type of scroll there, and some writing implements here. So use this time now, Leo, just because, the gods are offering a gift to you in this endeavor, whatever this is, this new idea. This can also be clarity about something. So perhaps mental clarity again. Mental clarity, get that time in for meditation, even if it's something that you only do for 5-10 minutes a day. Take the time to do that. Take the time to do that. It will be beneficial to you, and it can help you sort out details. It can help you make plans for the future. Beautiful messages for you. Beautiful messages for you. So again, you had, the Nine of Cups on the bottom of the deck over here, which is wishes fulfilled. And with this jeweled web card, connectivity, I was just blown away by the fact that it says, you will reach a desired goal of some kind. And be open to the impossible. Open yourself. Open yourself up. The world is interconnected in a web of energy, and it's not possible to know how. But know how you want to feel and choose that, Leo. Choose that consciously. Take your focus off of getting anywhere and just practice feeling and being in a place where your desired experience has already come to pass. That is the greatest lesson of manifestation and the power of attraction. Act as if you already have it, Leo. Act as if you already have it. I'm going to pull a final card for you from the Divine Abundance Oracle deck by Tasha Silver, and all these decks will be listed down in the description box below. Thank you again, Leo, for taking your time to come and support my channel. I do appreciate every view and every like. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. What is the Divine Abundance Oracle message for Leo, please? Pay attention to those details. Take time to meditate and watch out for those temptations. That's all you got to do, Leo. Take those temptations and turn them into determination and focus. You can do it. You can do it. Focus on life the way you want to be. Feel it. Feel the happiness. Detachment. This is a freaking amazing. With detachment, you finally feel whole inside, with or without the fulfillment of a particular desire. Ironically, that's often when it's fulfilled. Act as if you already have it, Leo. Act as if you already have it. Detach from the longing. You've already got it. I sincerely hope that you have enjoyed this message. I hope that this resonates with you, Leo. This is beautiful for June. Thank you so much for joining me today. As I said, if you like this reading, please like right now and subscribe if you're of a mind to. And I will see you next time. Love and light.